Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Samuel Lake here, representing Team JVS, here to give you guys another movie review. Love hurts. And this movie right here, albeit very dumb, very cringy, and very stupid at times, is actually very entertainingly fun. And I'm here to talk about it. So, what does all of this have to do in connection to Fall Guy, Violet Night, The Matrix, Kate from Netflix, John Wick Part 3, Deadpool 2, Black Panther? Well, the stunt coordinator from all those films, Jonathan, in his directorial debut, has brought together a league of extraordinary gentlemen and women in For Love Hurts. This is surrounding Ki Hun Quinn. If you don't know who Ki Hun Quinn is and you haven't seen Goonies, or if you haven't seen Everything Everywhere All at Once, the Oscar winner, the vet himself, well, he is playing the key role in this film as the main protagonist, and his character is just a realtor. He just wants to sell houses. That's all he wants to do. And then immediately, even in the movie, he is just immediately ransacked and turned upside down, and you find out he has very much so a past, which we've seen this pastime before in John Wick and every other movie, heck, even in the last movie, The Nobody. But Marvin Gamble is a very very nice man that unfortunately has a very dark past, and it is surrounding another character in Ariana DeBose's character, Rose. Rose has come back into his life, and now on Valentine's Day or surrounding Valentine's Day, he has to face his past. I'm going to let you guys know up front. This is, again, I said it. It is very dumb at times. It is very cringy at times. There are moments in this film that you will laugh out loud as to just the dialogue of what's going on. There's one moment where two killers that are supposed to be taking down Marvin's character are just like ranting amongst themselves because of something that happens with a bear. And it's just so stupid. But the thing about it is self-aware. It knows exactly what it's trying to do. And again, I've only talked about Ariana DeBose and I've talked about, of course, Ki Hun Quinn, but I have not talked about Daniel Wu, who is a vet in martial arts, Sean Astin, Marshawn Lynch, and a slew of other. I mean, heck, they had Mustafa Shakir. If you've seen Luke Cage, Bushmaster, like it's a huge number of amazing talent here. And the interesting thing is that Daniel Wu is playing the main antagonist, and he, the way they use him, I think that Starbucks is going to owe this movie a lot because I've never seen so much coffee drinking, so much boba drinking in the most menacing and insane ways, and they just keep dialing it. And I know that's a weird way to start this, but I got to go ahead and kind of let you guys know up front that first off, the thing that I really did appreciate was Key. Key is very precise on how he's trying to play this role. He's playing the nice guy, the down his luck guy. He maybe have a skill set, but you don't really know who he really truly is. And you, throughout the film, find this self-discovery of kind of what makes him tick. But the difference is normally the catalyst for somebody going into that realm would be some tragedy has happened. Unfortunately for his situation, there was no tragedy. Matter of fact, it was just a girl. And that girl changed the trajectory of his life twice. And in this instance, in the film, that is Ariana DeBose's character. Now, her character at times very much feels like, and at times is, the antagonist because she is antagonizing him to be a different person that he is no longer. Now, as far as their capacity together, do I look at them romantically as having romantic chemistry? Truthfully, I don't know. But when they are together, it is so entertaining. Whether it is funny, whether it is action packed, whether it is nonsensical, whether it is a playoff in picking at romantic tropes, much like this, or action tropes, much like this on the Revenge Tale, they play off of each other very well. I don't know if I buy the romance, but they play off each other so well that it feels so bad, but it feels so good. I don't know how to really describe it. But again, I mean, this centers around him as a realtor. Like he's just trying to sell some houses, and all of a sudden, this all gets thrown onto his lap. And again, normally in a situation like this, you have a person, that lost someone, and then it drives them to go back to this old ways. But instead, no, like the person of the possible affections is leading him back down a very dark path. Now, the other thing I didn't bring up with this movie is very violent. Very, very violent. It is insanely violent at times, but it's not overly gory. It's not like you're seeing people getting decapitated every left and right or limbs getting torn off. It's very stylized. The action in this goes back and forth because everybody has a decent action role. I would say that Mustafa's character, the Raven, or his character name, a code name is Raven. He has some really freaking dope action scenes. I thought that he telegraphed his action scenes so well, but if you've seen him in Luke Cage, you know he's more than capable. Even him in Cowboy Bebop, like he can play up action very well, and then he can do a lot expressively. And I think that some of his action scenes with Key are some of the best in this. But Key does this. He does this so well from an action choreographed standpoint. You look at this and you're like, man, if this was 12 years ago, maybe 15 years ago, Jackie Chan would be in this role, playing this character. And I think that the way that Key plays it, like he telegraphs so well with how he does his action beats that you never miss a beat. It always feels entertaining. It always feels funny. It always feels engaging. But at the same time, you also feel that this man is enjoying every single moment of it. Heck, you got Sean Astin in here. You got another Goonie in here. And I think that they play up on all those different tropes. And I think that even down to like a character like Marshawn Lynch's character, right? He plays off of Key very well as well. Like they all play off each other very well. But when I say play off, like most time when a person says they play off, like you're like, oh, okay, when the scene transition goes and the pacing looks like it's a gap, the person like, oh wait, this interaction is going to elevate the character progression for a character, or this is going to allow this scene to maneuver this way because it's about to be transitioned to a different tone. That's normally with a normal movie. With this, it's entertainment from cringe to foolishness to scene to stage, and you just have these talented actors playing these roles up. They are very self-aware. It is very self-aware film as to what it's actually doing. And I think that the one that has the most to deal with the hurdle, honestly, is Ariana DeBose. Because everybody else functionally, if you just let it go and play out, can stay in their lane and it'll be okay. And then, you know what? I take that back. Not just Ariana. I think that Leo Tipton's character, she also does a lot of heavy lifting in the sense of if those scenes with them don't work. What I mean by work, if they're not intentional and self-aware, they won't work. Same thing for Daniel's character. Like there are moments with Daniel's character, like you're like, all right, this is the menacing this, but then he's sitting there every 5 seconds drinking a boba or drinking some coffee, and like you're like, you cannot take it seriously, but you're not supposed to. This is about pure entertainment. And I think that they play that up so well that the film itself feels very dumb, feels very cringy, feels just so predictable and by the numbers. But you really don't care because you're having a fun and entertaining, engaging time with it. Would I like to see more of this? Yes. I think that for the fact that they're able to do what they did, it all, to me, goes full circle with how it was actually directed, how it was spent, how the actors choose to go and be self-aware, have fun with it, but they make sure when the action is on, it's on. That third act, when the action in the third act is on, it is good action. Oh my gosh. Not to say any of the other action moments, because there's a lot of action moments throughout, a lot of foolishness throughout, but the action in this is well done. Well done. And I normally never do this, but I'd highly recommend you possibly do a double feature. Go and check out this on Saturday and then another film on Sunday. And I'm talking about Hard Eyes. Hard Eyes actually is coming out the same time as this film. They are both debuting on February 7th. And make a double feature out of it. If you want to do it the same day, cool. If you want to do it the day after and do it again, you won't go wrong with either one of these if you're taking your date out to see them. Like, they both are constructed to do what they're supposed to do, which is provide entertainment and bring you out of the foolishness of the world. This is just a fun, dumb movie. When you come to Heart Eyes, it is a horror, self-aware romance dark comedy. So you cannot go wrong with either one. I will rest Love Hurts. I'm gonna rest it at a 7 out of 10. I actually had a lot of fun with this. It is foolish. It is not everyone's cup of tea, but it's so entertaining and it is so self-aware that it, even in the bad moments, it makes it good. So I'd highly recommend you go and check it out. Let me know what you guys think of Love Hurts, and I'll talk to you guys a bit later on. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, it is coming out February 7th. Peace, people.
Falling out the top of the
I can see the skyline, 50 mile radius on my timeline. Ain't nothing on my